Kia Rookie Ladder, Stephon Castle leads way, Kel'el Ware moves into top 5. The newest Kia rookies of the month, Stephon Castle and Kel'el Ware, shine as changes abound in the top 10. Hey NBA fans, welcome back to the channel. We've got some exciting updates on the Kia Rookie Ladder today, with some fresh faces climbing the ranks and some rookies showing major improvement. Let's take a look at the latest Rookie Ladder, highlight the standout performances from January, and see who's making moves in the top 10. First up, let's talk about the Kia Rookies of the Month. For the Western Conference, we've got Stephon Castle from the San Antonio Spurs leading the way. Castle averaged 14.9 points, 3.1 rebounds and 3.6 assists during January, and while the Spurs had a tough month, Castle's play was definitely a bright spot. On the Eastern Conference side, Kel'el Ware from the Miami Heat has been a revelation. Ware averaged 13.0 points, 6.9 rebounds and 1.4 blocks, tripling his rebounds and minutes, and quadrupling his points compared to earlier in the season. This has been a huge leap for the 7-footer, and he's been making a serious impact for Miami. Moving into this week's action, we had a great matchup between two of the top rookies in the league, Stephon Castle and Jalen Wells of the Memphis Grizzlies. Castle put up a solid 21 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists in a tough loss, but Wells wasn't as productive, only contributing 2 points and 1 assist in the Grizzlies' win. Wells, however, has been consistent this season, with strong numbers and a big role in Memphis. Speaking of Jalen Wells, he's had a solid year so far, averaging 11.4 points, 3.2 rebounds and 1.7 assists. He's also top-ranked among rookies in field goals made and three-pointers, and his shooting percentages have been impressive. And let's not forget about that Zach Edey versus Victor Wembanyama showdown. The two towering big men faced off once again. Wembanyama finished with 27 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists and 2 blocks, while Edey had 16 points, 14 boards and 3 steals. It was another classic battle between two of the most hyped prospects this season. There are also some rookies who've been flying under the radar and starting to heat up. Rob Dillingham and Jalen Clark of the Minnesota Timberwolves have stepped up big time due to injuries in the rotation. Dillingham, who wasn't even playing regularly earlier this season, has stepped in and posted some solid numbers, including a big game with 19 points and 8 assists last week. Meanwhile, Matisse Buzelis from the Chicago Bulls has been turning heads after a big performance, hitting all his shots in a win over Miami. Now, let's take a look at the latest top 10 rookie ladder, starting with Stephon Castle at number 1. Castle is continuing to impress with his consistent scoring and playmaking for the Spurs, with averages of 12.2 points, 2.8 rebounds and 3.7 assists. At number 2 we've got Jalen Wells from Memphis. As we mentioned, Wells has been a steady force for the Grizzlies, putting up 11.4 points, 3.2 rebounds and 1.7 assists this season. At number 3, Zach Edey of Memphis has been making waves with his dominant inside presence. His recent surge in February, including a strong game against Milwaukee, has catapulted him back into the top rankings. Yves Missi from New Orleans holds steady at number 4, with an impressive 8.7 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. He's had a bit of a quiet month, but his defensive impact remains valuable. And at number 5, we've got Kel'el Ware from Miami, moving up after his stellar performance in January. With averages of 8.6 points, 5.2 rebounds and 1 block per game, Ware's development is starting to shine through, and he's only going to get better. Just outside the top 5, we've got some rookies to keep an eye on. Alex Sarr from Washington has been steady, averaging 11.5 points and 6.6 rebounds, though he's been out with an ankle injury recently. Zachary Rizicher of Atlanta is making noise, becoming the youngest player in NBA history with 80-plus minutes, 64-plus points, and 0 turnovers over a 3-game span. Tristan da Silva from Orlando has been efficient in limited minutes, shooting 53% off the bench. Bub Carrington from Washington has been struggling with consistency lately, but his all-around game is still something to watch. And rounding out the top 10, Isaiah Collier from Utah is having a solid run, especially as a starter, where he's averaging 10.1 points, 4.3 rebounds and 7.9 assists. That's a wrap for today's Rookie Ladder update. It's clear that there's a lot of exciting talent in the NBA's new wave of stars. Stephon Castle and Kel'el Ware are making big strides, while players like Jalen Wells and Zach Edey continue to impress. It's shaping up to be an incredible rookie class. What do you think? Who's your favorite rookie so far this season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.